In this exercise, we are going to learn about inheritance in Solidity. Inheritance is a very important concept of object-oriented programming. And one of the advantages is the ability to reuse code and abstract your smart contracts in small units that are responsible of specific actions. Doing the right abstraction will help you to create clear and maintainable smart contracts. Alright, let's see what Solidity can offer us in regards to inheritance. And now we're going to create a new file called inheritance.sol. Okay, now let's copy the pragma and the license, and let's simply say contract, and we're gonna call it contract A. Okay, now let's create another contract called contract B. Okay, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna create two functions. Function that is gonna call who am I. Okay, this is gonna be external and it's gonna return a string, and the string is gonna say contract B. Okay, let's copy this function and we're gonna add it also in contract A. This function is pure and the same. Alright, now let's test. Here I have selected the contract A and we just deploy. We call who am I and it's contract A. Now contract B and then contract B. Okay? Alright, now what are we gonna do is we are gonna delete this function and we're gonna say contract A is contract B. By doing this, we are inheriting all the methods that are specified in the contract B. Okay, now let's test. I have selected the contract A and I simply deploy, and then who am I, contract B, because the functionality is here. However, Solidity is gonna create one single contract and it's gonna bring all the functionality of contract B. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we are going to create a function here called who am I external. Okay, and this is gonna be external, pure, and the same is gonna return a string memory. Okay, now let's also create another function called who am I internal, and this is gonna be also internal. Alright, who am I external is gonna call who am I internal thanks to the inheritance, because by inheriting we are able to access all the functionality in the contract B, even if this function is internal. However, we can simply say here return who am I internal, and that's all. Okay, let's test. Okay, I'm deploying, and now I have the who am I external and the who am I. So let's call who am I, and it's calling this one, and now who am I external is also accessing this function. Okay, so this is a great way to reuse functionality from the contract parent. Okay,